inside Earth.
So what are the processes I told you? Photosynthesis. It was the first one, see? Photosynthesis. The second one, respiration. The third, decomposition. The fourth here shows us combustion, where it is burning. And then diffusion is there. There are many other processes they have shown, sedimentation. And finally, they told us about fossil fuels.
In this activity, you'll explore how carbon moves from place to place in the carbon cycle. Here's what you'll use. An interactive scene. This scene shows where carbon is located. You'll choose a place to start. The arrows will show where the carbon can move. You'll choose a path for the carbon and you'll continue until you have a complete cycle. A camera. You'll click the camera to take a photo of your carbon cycle diagram. After you've done this 3 times, you'll analyze your results and draw conclusions.
Okay, girls, so get ready. I'm gonna click the camera here and we'll see that where the process will start. In the next picture, I'm gonna do that. I will click the camera.
Think about the carbon processes we looked at earlier. Which processes do you think will be part of each carbon cycle diagram? How will the cycles be similar and different on land and in the ocean?
Girls,
Type your prediction in the box, then click OK.
By looking in the picture, what do you think? Which processes is there in the diagram? Can you see here in the diagram? Can you see which process is going on here? Yes. Animals are there, so of course respiration is there. Next, what is there? We see plants also. So what should I write?
Photosynthesis.
Excellent. Photosynthesis. I don't see combustion here. I don't think so. What else is there?
Fossil fuels.
Yes, fossil fuels. Fossil fuels. Okay. Let us put OK and check.
Continue to see if you are correct.
Decomposition, yes. Even that was there. Correct.
Decomposition.
I cannot change. I just clicked OK. But you are correct. Even decomposition is going on here.
What do you need to do to record 3 examples of the carbon cycle? Type your plan in the box, then click OK.
Again, same thing, photosynthesis. And then I'll write decomposition also. Decomposition. And I'll write respiration this time. And let us put OK.
Check your plan. Did you set a goal and include these steps? Choose a location on the interactive scene where carbon exists. Click the arrow leading from this location to others until you have a complete cycle. Take a picture of your carbon cycle. Repeat this process 2 more times. Analyze the different processes in each cycle and draw conclusions. If your plan does not include these steps, you can change it. Once you've finished, click the next button to move on. Let's start. Click a place to begin your carbon cycle. Then click on the arrow that appears to see how you might continue.
Okay, click a place to begin your carbon cycle. Girls, where do you want to begin from? On the fossil fuels or organisms? Tell me. Let us begin with carbon in organisms. What is happening in organisms? What process? Yes, Miral? What process here I can see in organisms? Is it photosynthesis or respiration?
Respiration.
Keep selecting a path for the carbon until you have a complete cycle.
See, I have carbon, decomposition, respiration here, decomposition again here. I think here it will be combustion.
Fossil fuels.
Keep selecting a path for the carbon until you have a complete cycle. Okay, now I'll do next. After this, girls, I will take more 4 minutes from you girls. So that we...
Now look at the photos of your 3 carbon cycles. What are the common processes that make up each cycle? How are the cycles?
Girls, I did not take pictures yet.
Let's start. Click a place to begin your carbon cycle. Then click on the arrow that appears to see how you might continue. Keep selecting a path for the carbon until you have a complete cycle.
Okay.
Now look at the photos of your 3 carbon cycles. What are the common processes that make up each cycle? How are the cycles similar and different on land and in the ocean? Type your answer in the box, then click OK.
First, what are the common processes which are given here? How are the cycles similar and different on land and in ocean, girls? In the land, you don't find the process what are on in the ocean. They are different from each other. I'm not
Okay.
going to think. At least you all know the name.
Every carbon cycle includes the movement of carbon between a carbon source and a carbon sink, and vice versa. A carbon source is a place where carbon is stored, or the process that causes carbon dioxide to be released into the atmosphere. A carbon sink is a place where carbon dioxide is stored, or the process that causes carbon dioxide to be absorbed and stored. Most carbon is released from land sources through the processes of cellular respiration, decomposition, and combustion.
So from the land, we see cellular respiration, combustion, and decomposition. Carbon sink is where the carbon is stored.
Major carbon sink on land is forests through the process of photosynthesis. Most carbon is released from ocean sources through the processes.
Khalas, girls. I will end up the class. Did you understand about the carbon cycle?
Yes.
Thank you, girls.